All right, here's today's quick camp marketing tip. Answer the question that they haven't asked yet. One of the patterns that we see across almost every camp website is this: there are a lot of unanswered questions. Now, retreat organizers are all trying to figure out the same basic things when they're visiting your website. Is this venue a good fit for our group? Do they have the kind of activities that we want to do? Do they have the kind of lodging facilities that are going to be comfortable and affordable for our group? What's the overall experience going to be like? How does the pricing work? And if I was interested, what's the process to actually book an event? Here's the key. If they can't quickly find those answers on your website, most of the time they don't reach out to ask. I used to teach classes, and when I got taught to be a trainer, one of the lessons I was taught is to encourage questions and to realize that if one person in the room had a question, that usually that meant there were at least 9 other people in the room that had the same question, but were too embarrassed to ask. Now, that was 20 years ago. Fast forward to today in today's internet world and all the information of the world's at our fingertips. If I'm on your website and I can't get basic answers to questions and I have to call you to get those answers, it may sound unfair, but you're making me work too hard and I'm going to go to somebody else's website. So, uh, so that's what I mean by they're just going to go keep looking. So the reality is the camps that generate more inquiries are not necessarily the camps that are getting more traffic. They might just be doing a better job at answering the questions up front. So a simple way to apply this for your organization is look at your website. Actually, before you look at your website, sit down and talk to your guest services people and ask them to make a list of the top 5 to 10 questions that they find themselves answering on those initial calls with retreat inquiries or with parents that call in. And then go look at your website. Does your website answer those questions? If it doesn't, you've got some work to do. Add some detail to your key pages that answer those questions. And even if your website does answer those questions, we've all been trained by the thousands of other websites we've seen to scroll to the bottom of the page and look for the FAQ section if there's a question that hasn't been answered. So add an FAQ section at the bottom that answers the laundry list of questions that you usually get and makes it really easy for people to understand how things work. So that's today's tip. If you want to increase your bookings, you might need more traffic, but before you go about that, you might just need to make some quick tweaks to your website, like answering the basic questions that people have when they're beginning the process of booking retreat. So instead of waiting for the questions to come to you, start answering them on your website before you're even asked. That's today's marketing tip.